Like I did like an internal talk where it's like never bring a ping pong paddle to like a soccer game. Like you need to know what game you're playing, and then being like, if you know what game it is, then like what's your differentiated thing? Because like you're probably not gonna be as good as this person, you're probably not gonna be as that person, but you have to do it. And I think when you think about those roles, at least for me, where I found a lot of success is I'm like, okay, when I'm in a group, we had this at like a mind the product like PM workshop. Remember they're like, there's like 5 categories of like what this CEO or I don't know what it was. And they're like, okay, but they're good in 1, 2, and 3 and 5, or like 1, 2, and 5. And like, what's your goal as a product manager? And it was interesting exercise to be like, oh, regardless if I'm good at 1 and 2, now I have to be 3 and 4. And like, that's environmental. And I think when you're talking about like, oh, I'm not going to touch this. The other side I would go into is like, I remember we worked together on something where it was like, at that point I was like, oh man, I got to be like I'm a design lead, but I got to zoom out, I got to do whatever. And we were going really, really fast on some projects, really intense. And you were talking about something and you were like, okay, I'm kind of stuck on it. And I'm like, oh, well, I think I know this suggestion to this. And we just like paused for a second. And you were really good about being like, how you can help me the most right now is actually your craft suggestion. Like I wouldn't be serving the group and the outcome if I was like, no, that's not my role, I got to step out. But it's like at the end of the day, we're builders, we're a craft discipline. And if you are any type of leader or like in charge of a group of people, you have to still maintain some level of like, I know what this is and I know what to do. And I think agency is that's the healthy tension. Is like you have people stepping in being like, I know that's off. And it's like, and that's not personal because like our collective goal is to get to the wow thing and you want everybody to play in it. And I think in-house, sometimes you can be like, it's not my area. Or like, oh, I'm going to let that team, at least I know what they're working on, the right important thing. But like, I always just think in my head, I was like, homie, if that's a P0 and I'm worried about it, I need to be like in it. Now that doesn't mean me shipping, and I need to be really clear about what does this person want to learn? How do I get them that? But like my head's on the block too, like the proverbial block, even if you're like in a really good area. And that's just the choice. If you're like defining those things in a current or a past state, process is hard because things can change and then all out of nowhere one part of that process is gone and you're like, so you need to be able to like read the energy and be like, if I'm close enough and I'm bringing differentiated value, whatever that is, supplemental to the team, then you're like, it just you're always going to have more opportunity.
I love that because it's not the way that I interpret what you said and what we're talking about is it's not really about like what would change on the job description level.